Am I the asshole for walking out of a theater show dinner after my fellow cast members say I only got my role by being a straight white male?
Sorry, wait. I didn't let you finish.
I need more context because he's probably not, but he might be.
I just wanted to clarify. Do you say theater show dinner?
Like when you go to Chili's after a show.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
And then I guess they were, my guess is they were all bantering there. Him being a white man probably got the comment, oh, well, you're only in this because we needed a white guy or whatever.
I think
it depends on how much they ribbed him, but as a white man, you should be able to take that comment because no matter how talented you are, it's probably also a bit true.
It's okay, you don't sound too loud.
You sure?
Yeah. You just sound like you're doing ASMR.
Yeah, you sound intimate, but not too loud.
I hate that. Well, my voice also, like, I didn't lose it, but something happened to it. And like... Is that what I sound like?
No, I don't know what I sound like.
You...
Sound intimate.
No, you sound like like, you know those smoking PSAs that are like, don't smoke.
Yeah. I was gonna say he sounds like a, the Princess Leia at the beginning of episode 6. In that,
when she's dressed up as a bounty hunter?
Yeah, that's what you sounded like.
Welcome back to the Too Broke Too Busy podcast. Okay, wait. I thought about changing our intro. Because we're too broke, too busy, and you are too.
Yeah, you will be too.
Did you pick a life in the arts? You will be too broken, too busy too.
And if you're listening to this podcast...
I just did it.
I know.
You started that intro and I went, I still have like 5 questions to do. It's not obvious.
Too broke? Andy?
I'll stay busy.
Welcome to the Too Broke Too Busy podcast, a podcast for artists by artists who are either
too broke,
too busy,
and sometimes both. And today we are doing Am I the Asshole? Theater and Film Edition.
Are you? We don't know. We'll find out.
Yes, and feel free to submit your own. You can send us an email. Yes, at toobroketoobusy@gmail.com. That's our email, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It'll be in our description.
Yes.
Absolutely, that too.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with a theater one.
Okay, very fun.
We're gonna be like alternating, you said, between theater and movie ones, right?
Yes.
Kind of like arts revolving.
Yes.
Very good.
Specifically theater and movies. Okay.
Cool.
Am I the Asshole? Theater GF Upset With Me. That is the title.
Is your girlfriend upset with me?
Initial thoughts?
Vague.
I kind of want to see where this goes now, because I feel like, depending on if the OP is in theater, this could be a very different kind of post.
What do you mean by that?
Like, if they're in theater complaining about a theater thing, that's very different to a non-theater person complaining about a theater thing.
Yeah, it's like a finance bro who's like, my theater girlfriend does these
like she's
weird
broke
things
and
like
I never
run
understand why
lines.
she's broke all the time.
She's so busy, and yet she's still broke. What is going on?
All the time.
Ain't that the truth? Alright, give us some context. Tell us the story.
Okay. So, my girlfriend has been around theater her entire life. She acts and plays and participates any way she can. Her mother is an actress as well. Well, one day, before a show, I told her, good luck. Apparently this is a big no-no in the theater community. She told me to revoke it, and wouldn't stop until I literally said, I take it back. Well, I asked her what I should say, and she just told me to just say break a leg. Well, I refused to say this because to me it just feels weird and cliche almost. I thought nobody in real life said this because I had only seen it in movies. Plus, it makes me feel really awkward and cringy. So now she's really mad at me because I won't say it. I even told her that I would just say nothing about it and remain neutral, but she didn't like that either. I don't see why I have to say something I feel is stupid and makes me feel stupid just so she can have her superstition. Am I the asshole? And he is...
Not because he doesn't know what's
He did.
happening, he's just not a good partner.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh, you explained it to me, and I think it's dumb, so I don't like it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I need to know, even if I, like, even before I got into theater, what about break a leg is uncomfortable? Because, like, I feel like both people in the party would understand it's not meant to be literal.
I'm literally not telling you to go break your
Like,
leg.
it'd be weird if I said that and you didn't know what I meant. Not if you told me to say it, and now I feel comfortable saying
Yeah.
to you, break a leg.
Yeah, I feel like this kind of indicates that he thinks...
He's not a theater guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. That is for certain. And also, like, he might also look down on her doing theater in general.
He's got an air of that
Yeah.
superiority for having a real job.
I also want to say, and like, I think the OP is more in the wrong. I, even from working in theater, the superstition of hearing good luck from someone, for me, it doesn't exist unless, like, they actively know it. Like, I feel like if someone says good luck to me who isn't in theater,
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, thank you. Like that's it. I'm gonna move on. If someone who like does shows with me says good luck, I'm like, hey.
Now, why would you say that?
Leg.
Yeah.
Why would you say that? And I feel like with theater, a theater has so many superstitions, and I feel like every single performer has they pick and choose. Like me personally, I know there's a big one. You shouldn't whistle on or around a stage.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah,
know that.
you're not supposed to.
I didn't. know that.
I'm very much like, it's fine. If I hear someone doing it, I'm not going to say, hey, don't do that. I don't care.
No.
Meanwhile, saying Macbeth instead of the Scottish play while in a theater, that is one I am like, hey, I think we should respect that one. And again, it's all superstition. It's all its own thing. So certain ones are going to be taken seriously. Because my first initial thought on this was like, girl, it's not that serious. Someone who cares about you who is not in theater is wishing you good luck. Just take it.
Yeah.
But maybe this is one that she takes super seriously.
Yeah.
So this story transitioned very slowly from, girl, what are you doing, to, never mind. I guess you're
Wait.
right.
Yeah, it went from being like, you need to pick your battles better, to being like, oh wait, he doesn't seem to value what you do.
Yeah, and he also doesn't want to be a part of it at all, which is
She did
fine.
her job of explaining it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, hey, so this is something that matters to me. And he went, oh, but when I say it, I feel cringe, so I'm just not going to compliment you or wish you luck on your shows.
Yeah, he was like, I'll just stay neutral.
Yeah,
And
I'll just
say nothing.
then, since I don't want to say good luck your way.
Yeah. One of the top comments is, my girlfriend asked me to do a simple thing that cost me nothing. I refused. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, I think...
Absolutely not. Of course not. Yeah.
I believe
What?
he, in the end, is an asshole. I believe
And that
OP is
commenter-
the asshole.
That commenter summed up this entire post in like 2 lines.
Yes. And yeah, so someone else said, I was going to say not the asshole until you wrote, well, I refuse to say this because to me it just feels weird and cliche almost. I thought nobody in real life said this because I had only seen it in movies. Plus it makes me feel really awkward and cringy. A, please learn how to spell. B, but yeah, I mean, what does he seems like the kind of guy that's like, oh, I'm not gonna say I love you to my girl in front of my homies because that's awkward and cringe.
That is the exact vibe I'm getting.
Absolutely.
Because also the fact that he said that he knew this superstition exists because he's seen it in movies, like, it's the most basic one, and it's fine to like slip up, because like I even do it too. Like sometimes I'll say good luck.
Of course.
But if someone expresses to you like, could you actually say break a leg?
Yeah. I prefer that.
Yeah, then of course,
Yeah.
just because it's not important to you doesn't mean that you should put other people down for
No, right.
it being
Exactly.
important to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This story doesn't give any ages, correct? Like there were no like.
It doesn't, but they sound like they're in high school.
They sound like they're
giving,
kids,
like
yeah.
they sound like they're in high school, but it's giving young 20s.
I
Yeah.
can believe that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like just graduated college. I have a career that makes that isn't like in theater or like in art. My partner has a career that is in art and theater, and that's just like the overall underlying tone is what I'm getting.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
No update.
Oh, the update was we worked it out.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad. I hope he means
I hate
that.
that.
Yeah.
There's a lot more than this update.
I can imagine we worked it out as him just being like, I don't want any more comments on this post.
Yep, that is also what I was getting for that.
We handled it. I will not explain how. And I guess you just know it to us.
Update. We're doing alright.
We're okay now.
I got her on my side. It's alright.
Yeah. It could have gone badly.
She actually says good luck now to me.
Yeah, now and she wishes me good luck when she goes on stage.
That's so funny.
Okay, next one. Am I the asshole for laughing at my boyfriend when he cried during a movie? Thoughts?
Wow,
I mean, which is the title? Yes.
what a sudden flip.
Which is the title? Yes.
Yes, you are the asshole.
Absolutely. Do we need to read more?
Like honestly, I'm trying to think of a situation where it's gonna flip my mind. I laughed at my boyfriend for crying during a movie. Now is it
Right? Still
now
not
is it like a movie? Is it like Barnyard? Is it a movie
No,
where the
no,
fact
I
that
don't-
it levels emotionally is kind of funny?
I truthfully don't like. Okay, I feel like it's not. It's funny if like you're looking back at it laughing. I think that's like a story, and it's like like you were saying, a funny movie like Barnyard or something. But like in the moment, I don't think there's any.
No, like if you're watching, I mean, all these Disney movies have
True.
moments that pull at the heartstrings, and I think that'll make me cry. I will not shy away from admitting that. Like I'll cry watching Lilo and Stitch, and
I
I've never
just
had someone
want,
laugh at me.
This is probably a bad example, but I just watched Tick Tick Boom and I like fully teared up at the end. This is like my second time watching it.
Mhm.
I was like, damn, who doesn't cry watching this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if he was laughing at himself, it's okay to laugh
Yeah, if it's like
along.
don't we both agree that it's so funny that this got me this emotional?
Yeah.
But if he's like actually having a visceral reaction and your response is that's what you're an asshole.
The only other example I can think of is to sit. I guess this is a spoiler. I really hope people have seen the movie. So, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I remember
Spoilers
crying
for
at-
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Okay.
Yeah, specifically at the rock scene,
Absolutely.
and I think that is the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
because it's just two rocks, but like there's so
With
much
googly
more
eyes.
emotional baggage from the movie, but that is such
Absolutely.
a funny thing to look back and laugh at that we cried at.
Yeah.
All right, what's the story?
Okay,
What's the
okay.
story?
I have never seen my boyfriend cry or even shed a tear, even after a death in the family or pain in the 4 years we've been together. So, I was at my boyfriend's house and we were watching Marley and Me, and he cried at the end. Not cry, but a few tears. I laughed and said, "Aw, the movie made you cry?" I wasn't trying to make fun of him, but I just thought it was a funny movie. It was funny a movie set him off when he didn't even cry before when he broke his back. He was furious and told me to go home. He won't reply to his text now. Am I the asshole? TLDR.
It's Marley and Me.
Okay, wait. I need a little context. I've never seen Marley and Me. I don't even know what this movie's about.
Marley and Me is about a couple that adopts a dog, and it is the life of the dog, and the movie ends with them having to put the dog down.
Okay.
Because that's
That
the
is-
story of a dog.
Yes, I think fully understandable why you would cry.
It's one of those movies that are made to make you cry.
Can I just say, and I think this might be a little bit of a hot take.
Ooh.
I can see where she's coming from, because I can understand the idea of it being funny that this is the thing that I think, like, gets him narratively to, like, deaths in the family, breaking your back, apparently. I think Marley and Me being the movie that gets to you, I think it's funny to think about. Probably shouldn't have laughed.
In the moment, have him emotional at the death of an adorable dog, and have his girlfriend go, "Are you crying?" I would kick her out too.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know if it's grounds for a breakup, but it would definitely be like,
So, I
what
think
the
like,
hell?
we have to talk about this after, but right
Yeah.
now,
Let me be.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
So, if I can, like, think about her perspective, I think part of it might be, this wasn't exactly stated, but to play devil's advocate, I guess,
Go ahead.
maybe she feels a little resentment that he's never cried in front of her, and
They've been together for 4 years.
yeah, and
It's a long
I
time
can
to
understand
never
this.
cry.
I can understand this.
and so
Yeah.
and so she's like, all these times, you know, maybe like, you've made me cry, and you just like
We've had
can't,
arguments where we've cried, or I've cried and you weren't.
yeah, and you can't like emotionally understand me, but then, are you serious? This is the thing that gets you emotional when you've never been emotional like the whole time. So obviously, I think if you're with someone like that, the solution is not to mock the moments that they do actually show emotion if they're like more of a reserved person, because that will just make them more reserved, you know?
100%.
So I think that's
I think-
very immature, but maybe that's where she's
I
coming
agree.
from.
No, and I think that a reason I'm staunchly on the asshole side is because I've been in a situation that leads into what you're saying, of where, because I will cry watching a theater show, I'll cry watching a movie, I will cry if I'm listening to a song that's good enough. But when in, like, tense arguments or stressful real life situations, I personally just go completely strategic. The emotional sides of me will go to the wings, and I'll deal with it later on my own. And in the moment of the tense or dangerous or stressful or scary or sad situation, I will lock into, okay, what needs to be done to move past it. And I go very analytical. And exes of mine have called me very cold for that. And they'll be like, oh, why? I've had situations where arguments or disagreements that needed tough conversations have been the person I'm talking to sobbing at me, and I just sit there and respond very matter-of-factly and with what I think is, like, my truth in the situation. And then I'm met with a very, like, oh my god, how are you so cold? How are you so this? And I'm like, I am, as a person, I'm not. It's just that's how I handled these situations, because they're tense. So he could very easily be that way, where, yeah, in the breaking of his back, he goes very analytical. In the death of someone in the family, he goes, what do I do with this? And then handles it on his own. But in an artistic way, that can be the release.
No, but
Yeah.
see, I understand. I understand that. I will be fully honest. I don't understand how you could break your back and go analytical. I'm not just like, I'm like, A, don't know how you're not in enough pain. But, like, you don't have to cry. I just, like, there's no way you're thinking strategically on how to handle this situation while your back is currently broken.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I've
Anything
never.
about crying could be like, that doesn't have to be because he's analytical or anything. That could just be like, he just has a high pain tolerance, or like,
Yeah.
or like just like hold it out and like not, or like for whatever reason he thinks. just to get past the situation.
Yeah.
I do think we might be reading into it a little more and adding a lot of the context, but I think this is a very good viewpoint, because if that is the case, that does explain a lot.
On your round of pain versus I have in my lifetime, I'm 28, seen my dad cry, I think 3 times. And 2 of them were at the loss of a dog, and 1 was at the loss of a friend.
It is kind of crazy.
No tears when my dad almost sawed his thumb completely off by accident. No tears. So pain is a bit different, the physical pain versus the emotional pain of loss.
I would also agree, I think I could understand even being analytical in a situation where you break your back. I've never broken my back personally, but when thank you. But when something bad does happen, the other day I cut myself, and then later I was bleeding, and then I felt something wet, and I was like, oh, I'm bleeding out of my hands right now. It's dripping on me.
So you laughed at yourself because you were crying.
I was very I was very
I need to find
I'm bleeding.
Supplies. I need to handle this. I need to
Yeah.
fix the bleeding so that I don't,
Yeah.
also biohazard.
Yeah, even when I was little, one time I was playing basketball on this concrete, but it was rocks, concrete rocks. It wasn't smooth concrete, and then I fell, and my whole knee was gashed, just a huge open wound, and I didn't cry or scream or anything, and I was so I think some people are just like that.
I think moving away from reasons to cry and back to what this is about, I think showing emotion to an artistic story or work in any capacity is understandable, and I think the full bullet point blanket statement is what Raine said earlier of, if this is a situation where you want him to open up more, this is the worst possible way to get that to be what you want.
It's also it's giving going to see a scary movie, and you get scared, or someone gets scared and the other person doesn't, and the person who doesn't makes fun of them for getting scared.
Oh, that got you?
That's crazy.
Oh, that got
That's
you?
wild.
That-
I wasn't scared at all.
Okay, big tough person didn't cry at Marley and me, okay?
Yeah, I would agree with that, because it's, I don't know, it's one thing to laugh, but it's another thing to say, "Aw, the movie made you cry." That's so mean.
Yeah.
Incredibly condescending, which is why I don't blame him for being hey, get out.
Yeah.
You've really hurt my feelings there, and I don't feel like we should, I don't know. They can still be together. I don't think this is grounds for a breakup, but I understand his response. In the end, I do think she's the asshole. What do the comments say?
They're saying, "You're the asshole. Comments like this is why it's hard for men to open up. We live in a society where men are taught to be tough. You laughing at him in his most vulnerable time is pretty shitty."
Please tell me there's an update.
And someone said, and she commented before that when he used to cry as a child, his dad would beat him. Even knowing that, she still thought it was okay to laugh at him for doing so. You're the asshole, what the fuck?
Yeah, no!
What?
That's,
Oh my god!
Yeah.
My god!
You actually suck. You know what? It is grounds for breaking up. How do you?
I'm sorry, wait. She clearly got rid of the comment because she knew she messed up after saying that.
Yeah.
But how do you just say that? That's crazy you didn't include it in your main post.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. Please tell me there's an update. I need an update.
There's no update.
Oh, no. I'm mad.
Oh,
I hope-
someone else also said, corroborated about a separate comment said, "Also, you knew his dad beat him for crying as a kid and you still laughed anyway. He trusted you enough to let his guard down. Great job, OP."
Yeah. Asshole.
I'm like the last one, I hope they're not doing well.
Yeah. Yeah, I also feel like, you know, whatever, you don't cry in Marley and Me, like, some people just don't cry at sad movies, but I feel like that's kind of a red flag. Like you not crying and then like she's the huge red flag
Yeah.
for not like not just not crying at the movie, but not understanding how that movie could make you cry.
Yeah.
Oh no, Andy, don't cry.
No, that movie, Hachiko, like all those stories that are just about dogs, and they're made with the express purpose to make you cry. They obviously get to me. I love dogs.
Never had a dog. I also love dogs, though.
Dogs are the best.
The only dog I know to this day that I can, like, actively remember I cried over was Brian the dog from Family Guy when they killed him.
Oh my god.
I can't tell you why. I remember I literally
dogs, if that's
had
the
a
only thing.
visceral reaction to that dog dying.
You
and they
need-
brought it
you
back
need-
like 2
You
episodes.
need to watch Hachiko, a dog story.
That's fair though. Honestly, like any animal dying, not just dog, but like any animal dying is like
Old Yeller,
ugh.
even Cujo, honestly. Like the dog is the monster in that movie, but like it's a tragedy still, and it hurts my heart watching it.
Yeah.
I know these movies, of course.
Okay. On a lighter note, let's move to
what's the next
another.
one?
Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for walking out of a theater show dinner after my fellow cast members say I only got my role by being a straight white male?
Sorry, wait. I know, I didn't let you finish.
I need more context because he's probably not, but he might be.
I just wanted to clarify. Did you say theater show dinner?
Like when you go to Chili's after a show.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
And then I guess they were, my guess is they were all bantering there. Him being a white man probably got the comment, oh, well, you're only in this because we needed a white guy or whatever.
I think
it depends on how much they ribbed him, but as a white man, you should be able to take that comment because no matter how talented you are, it's probably also a bit true.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, I feel like it can go like 2 ways. Like, one, you got a role that is very obviously, not obviously, but like can contribute to you being a straight white male. Or B, you got a role that has nothing to do with it, and like you're an ensemble or something, and then you got the. And still, I feel like you should just be able to take the joke, but.
Yeah.
It comes with the privilege of being a straight white man. You need to be able to take jokes about being a straight white man.
Yes,
'Cause
yes.
being a straight white man in theetheater is.
It is a huge advantage.
You know, well, that too, I guess. I think it's really funny. But
Oh, it's also funny. But no, in especially like community level theater, it is an advantage because it is.
we don't even know the level of theater this is.
Yeah. So now we should hear the story.
Okay. So, I'm currently doing a musical, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I got cast as one of the lead roles, Captain Phoebus. Throughout my life, most of the musicals and theater shows I apply to be a part of, I get accepted as a pretty large role. I acknowledged the other day that being a straight white male has advantaged me in theater. I am one of 2 straight men in the entire show, actually. The rest of them are either gay men or women. I told some of my cast members at a dinner that I have imposter syndrome, and sometimes I feel like I don't deserve to be here. I guess I was hoping for a little reassurance, but they kind of just doubled down on it, agreeing that I don't really deserve the larger role I've been given. I walked out of the dinner shortly after. I didn't try to cause a scene or anything, I just went silent for a few minutes, then I said I was feeling tired and walked off. Okay. It's the second time I've been put down for a straight white male in a theater show. I'm assuming put down for being a straight white male in a theater show. The last show I did, a group of actors made fun of me at the after party for not letting girls finish first, as I guess that's something straight men have been stereotyped to do. I feel like I'm screaming at the clouds here. I understand that I'm expected to acknowledge my privilege, keep my head down, and appreciate the opportunities I'm given. But my character is this very confident soldier, and I'm finding it hard to portray that when I feel like I don't belong here. Theater is one of the very few outlets I have to socialize and make friends. I'm new to this city, and even though I come across quite confident and extroverted, I'm truly a very antisocial, anxious, and seriously depressed person. Am I the asshole for walking out? Okay, can I give my opinion on this first?
You can go first.
Okay. I do not think he's an asshole for going silent for a few minutes, saying he felt tired and walking off. I actually think that that is given the circumstances and where he is in his life in terms of like his identity and confidence, I think that that's actually a pretty emotionally mature way to react.
I do agree.
Yeah, because he didn't get defensive, and he was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I tried to open up, and I am not receiving the validation that I was hoping for, and
Just support.
so
Yeah.
and so I'm gonna remove myself from the situation, which I think is great. I do think that he should not have opened up to the post-theater show dinner with the room of mostly gay men and women, because I think that comes off as tone deaf, and I think that is something.
That is a weird, like, humble brag.
Yeah, and it's just not the time to talk about that. Like, I think that there is space to talk about that, but I think it would be better to talk about that with someone that can empathize with that. Like, maybe a therapist, or even the other straight white male in the show, you know, like privately.
One of two?
Yes, one of two. There's another one. Come on.
Yeah.
But
Where was he during this time?
but like
Well, they're doing Hunchback, so there's a chance that he could have been. Again, we don't know what level. This could be community theater where they're all the same age, or it could, like, you could have Frollo be the other one, who's going to be a much older gentleman who probably won't be hanging out with all the kids at their dinner, or it could be Quasimodo, and then it's everyone in the show except the two major leads are both the straight white men. Then obviously you don't open up to the rest of the cast,
Yeah.
because they're probably all bitter that they all worked hard and the two straight white men got the leads.
yeah.
And it's Hunchback, it's a pretty big cast.
Yeah, so I think that his feelings are valid, but sharing them in this way is continuing to
Yeah.
take up space, and it is not the time to do that. Is he the asshole?
Like,
I'm-
softly.
I'm gonna say
I think so.
I'm gonna say that
It could also be in everyone.
everyone sucks. I don't think everyone sucks. Yeah, I
No. I like, for me, I pretty much agree with you.
Mhm.
I don't think his feelings are fully wrong, because
Yeah.
you can feel really however you want.
Yeah.
I think he brought it up to the wrong people.
Yeah.
And I think partially in me is like, I understand everybody else's frustration. I don't know how reliable of a narrator this
That's my
is.
thing, too.
So I don't
I'm
know
not
exactly
sure
what they
if
said
he's
or
giving
if
us
he
everything.
took it this way. Where it's like, I feel like if I say everybody sucks here and like they were this part harsh about it, I can understand that being also a little too much. But if like the frustration is high enough, or if like this is like if he hasn't told us that he does this all the time or something, like I understand their full outbursts and I would not be mad at them all. And I don't really want to trust that what he said is verbatim what they said.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's just interpreting it this way, and like is just in his feels about it.
It's very possible.
Which that sucks, but like I don't think that makes them bad either.
Exactly.
I just feel like, what did you expect? You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
what did you...
If he's fishing for compliments, if they're like, no, you did deserve this part. No, you are really good. None of us could have been him as well as you are. Like, in a perfect world, that's what he wants to hear.
Yeah. I don't think it's crazy. If he said, like, I did a bad job today, and, like, if he was looking for reassurance from his cast, like, no, you were fine, you were great today, that's very different.
Yeah.
And I think that's when I'm like, oh, your cast should be supportive of you. Like, that has nothing, no bearing of, like, why you got the role, how you got the role, you just didn't feel like you did a good job today. I'm coming from a non-actor standpoint, this is from an outside perspective. I can still understand, even Ben, as the straight white male, saying that, like, looking for reassurance from your cast. I mean, like, that still doesn't feel good in my head, but, like, I don't think that's what he was doing.
We don't know, and there's also the issue that I've been in shows with people who are just the type of person who, regardless of what they do, they can't stop fishing for compliments. I've done a show, and I'm not going to name any names, but there was a specific person who, after every single time they got their big moment, the first thing they would say when they got in the wings after performing their like big solo was, oh, that sucked, oh, that sucked, oh, I'm so bad, oh, I'm so bad. And I understand that being an insecurity thing, but when all you do is parade that comment to everyone and repeat it until they say, no, you were really good, like, clearly that's all you're here for. I don't know if this is the type of guy who is consistently egging for compliments, at which point I, as a cast member who has dealt with it, understand getting to a point where you're tired of it and go, hey, listen, you're good.
Yeah.
I'm only going to say it one more time. And this being
No, go on.
this being a situation where a cast at the dinner for like the 8th time that day get a, oh, man, I don't even know if I deserve this part. And then they just go, you probably don't. And continue eating their food. Like, it could have been something as simple as that.
Just like a 10-person Chili's table, and like one person at the end is like, yeah, man, I just don't think I deserve it. Someone on the exact opposite
Side of the dinner.
You don't!
You don't. Can I eat my triple dipper, please? Like, I could see it being and the reason I feel that way is because something about the way this is written is making me feel like I'm not getting all the details.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, some part of me is like, there has to be more. It could be as simple as that. It could be he's in a really catty cast who all wanted this part and are upset he got it.
But I don't...
There's so many ifs.
Does exist. Those...
Yeah, but I don't...
I don't think that's the case here, though.
I don't think it would be catty for them to say, like, well, you know,
that's why,
but that's the problem, right? It says they just kind of doubled down on it. So, like, what does that mean?
That's so vague that I'm imagining a very catty, like, oh, now everyone at the table won't stop talking about how I'm bad and don't deserve this part. And I'm like, then yeah, you're not an asshole for getting up and leaving.
Yeah, not knowing the exact, like, not knowing verbatim what they said or, like, the exact kind of verbiage they use is a very key thing missing, which would very much tell the vibe of how they were talking about it. Because I think, like, they were joking around about it. Buddy, sorry.
You have to be able to take a joke.
Like, you have to take that. Like, they're not being mean about it. You being a like, straight white male in theater and a prominent theater role is a joke a lot of the time. Like, that is a thing. And, like, we joke about it because, unfortunately, it's true, but, like...
Yeah.
That'd be great. Like, the high horse you have to be on for them to be like, I don't deserve that. I'm like, yeah, maybe you don't, but, like, that is something you, as someone who does probably experience that, maybe not even with you knowing a lot of the time, you have to be able to, like, reflect and be like, you know, that is a possibility that I do go through that.
Yeah, and the imposter syndrome for those situations is real. You have to have the fortitude to then be like, okay, even if maybe I got cast in this for that reason. It is now my job that they have given me the role to prove to myself and everyone around me that I earned it. So I'm gonna work my butt off to be as good in this role as possible. Maybe I got the keys to this car by looking and being the way I am, but they aren't going to sabotage their show to just give a straight guy the part, hopefully. So I'm going to work my butt off to prove it in there, and that's where you have to be strong enough to then handle that stuff. It comes with the territory.
Yeah, honestly, like, it kind of does sound like to me like do you deserve to be in that role? You know, I can't say, but based off of, you know, what you've described, I would say yes, in theory you deserve to be cast in this role. However, sometimes, like, we get cast in things that we feel like we're not ready for, but like you said, like, you need to step up to the plate, and if you can't, then it's not other people's job to coddle you into, like, which is, like, something I feel like we haven't touched on yet, is, like, he is benefiting systematically due to his positionality of privilege, and by complaining that he feels like he doesn't deserve this and he has imposter syndrome, he is asking these people who are more marginalized than him systemically to put in effort to you know, lift him up. And he doesn't see how, like, what he's dealing with is a fraction of what everyone else has to deal with, because on top of the other people also potentially having imposter syndrome, they have to deal with not being as able to access roles that they may be more qualified for. And, you know, it sucks that, like, anyone has to be isolated, but you have to recognize, and it's I know it's hard to recognize when, like, you're benefiting from a system, how the system affects other people. TLDR, as a white man who has not unpacked his privilege, he doesn't understand the difference between systemic injustice and interpersonal conflict. The systemic injustice being his castmates who are largely women and gay men, not being able to access the same opportunities that he has, the OP, as a cishet white man who benefits from patriarchy and white supremacy. And then the interpersonal conflict being that they are pointing out this injustice when he feels like they should have focused on making him feel better. And so he is not able to see how the two of these things are of differing importance in addressing. And he doesn't understand, because he benefits from the system, that these people not being able to access the same opportunities that he does because of who they are, and that can never change, is going to affect them no matter where they go, no matter what caste they're in, no matter what career they do. The fact that they are disenfranchised by patriarchy and or white supremacy is not going to change. For him, he can go talk to some other people, he can go to a different caste, whatever, he can just leave these people and they won't be, like, they could be nicer to him and he doesn't have to deal with this. But with with people facing systemic injustice because of who they are, that is not only going to affect their emotional state, but it's also going to affect their financial state, their career trajectory. Pretty much every facet of their life is going to be affected because of who they are and something that they cannot change. I'll go to an example from my real life. I was in a theater school that was all white people. I was the only person of color, and we were having an anti-racism discussion as per my request, because I was like, I'm not doing well here. And so they kept putting it off because they're like, we want to do it correctly, and we want to take time. And then when we got there, they're like, we have no plan. We think that we can solve racism now. We don't need to bring in like a DEI professional, blah, 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 whatever. So we like get to talking. As you can imagine, it's like very frustrating. And the director's like, but why aren't we talking about white shame and how white shame affects white people negatively? And it's like, yes, no one should feel shame about being white. But we cannot talk about white shame before we have addressed how racism affects the most marginalized people, which are Black, Indigenous, and people of color. If we focus on white shame before we focus on the people who are most marginalized by racism, then we are centering white people in a discussion about racism, which is perpetuating white supremacy. And so no one in the cast was saying, you shouldn't exist for being a cishet white male in theater. He passively benefits from white supremacy and patriarchy, which, you know, that's not on him. He just passively benefits from that. It becomes an issue when you are complaining about benefiting from that from people who are directly disenfranchised by the thing you're complaining about. Then you are centering yourself in a discussion about white supremacy and patriarchy, and you are actively perpetuating those things. That's why I'm like, what did you expect? Because, like, opening up about something vulnerable, about anything, I think, is not the place to do it at a post-theater dinner. Like,
Yeah.
like, to a huge cast of, like, I don't know, 20 people,
Yep.
and do you
Guys, we did that show. Oh man, I kind of felt like a little imposter syndrome from that show.
like no one is in like a serious, like, vulnerable mood. Everyone's like hyped from the adrenaline. Everyone's like, yeah, let's fucking tear this Denny's down. Yeah, let's order all this shit. You know,
What the fuck is up, Denny's?
yeah, they're like singing the finale at like full volume, doing all the harmonies.
Do you hear the beat?
That's not the time to interrupt all the conversations and go, but guys, was I good?
Yes.
Guys, was I good?
Exactly. No matter like what it is, you know, time and place. And so that's why, and it makes it even worse that it's like
Yes.
what you're commenting on is very tone deaf.
Yes. I do fully agree. I think.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Joey.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
I was gonna move us on to the next one. So.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think the cherry on top would be if the other straight white male also did this.
He was like, dude, we both did. Get
But on
over it.
the other end of the table.
No, I think in the end, I'm gonna say there are no assholes here. We aren't given enough details for me to confirm that he is one, and I do agree with what Raine said a while ago. How regardless of what happened, how he handled it was a very mature way to handle it. To make it not anyone else's problem, to just get up and leave.
Yeah, I think he handled it fine. That's not the part I think he deserves to be a little bit here, though. Like, I feel like Raine said, terrible timing. And I think
Yes.
that alone, like, kind of does you in a little bit here.
Yes,
Like,
that makes him the asshole, but then they piled on him, which I think that equates it.
I don't think it does.
From how he's explained it, that I think equalizes. He said something tone deaf and got nailed
as
for
all, as most straight white males do, I don't trust them in this in this capacity, and I do feel like
unreliable
maybe a little better for him. Which is just a narrator also. Like that's a very like unreliable narrator thing on Reddit stories. Which is why I'm like, I feel like this isn't the whole story, and I do think he should have He should have the blame for bringing this up in the first place.
So is he the asshole?
He's the asshole.
I would give him the type card. Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what? He can have that prominent role. I'm okay with that one.
Hey.
Ooh.
Raine, what do you think?
Damn. Okay, I'm going to say that if he doesn't learn from this, he is the asshole.
Oh, that's like double. We'll double down on that one.
Oh, are there comments that?
Oh yeah. Please, I will give an update.
But I don't know why I feel like he has the capacity to learn, and so
Absolutely.
I feel like he could change into not being an asshole. But if this is how he continues to approach every situation, I would say you're the asshole. And you know, obviously I'm like overgeneralizing, but I would just, you're the asshole to me means it would be exhausting to be around you.
For his sake.
Oh, I agree with that.
I
don't think he's an asshole, but I do agree with that.
A lot of people are saying not the asshole. And then one person said, do not share your insecurities with a group of actors. Agree. Okay, but with the caveat of at the post-theater show dinner, do not show...
No, I agree with that statement in general.
I think.
You can make friends with certain actors and get vulnerable with them.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Do not, in general, think because you're in a cast you can be honest.
That is very true. I feel like that guy should have put a little asterisk on there and then write in this case. Like,
And then
not this specifically.
someone said, actors are crazy people.
You're not an actor, clearly.
Well,
okay, we are. Like, you guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's okay.
yeah. But,
Please be an update.
no, there's no update. But, I think a lot of people are saying not the asshole because I imagine a lot of people on this subreddit are straight white men and they're like the same, like literally someone was like, the same people who say straight men won't do theater because they're insecure and have toxic masculinity are the same people doing this stuff. People are just...
Theater does not need straight men. It doesn't. On to the next one.
Honestly, this OP and the OP from the first story she talked. I think I have a lot to learn.
I don't want them to talk to each other. I think they'll drag each other down.
Yeah, they'll start a podcast.
Oh no!
Oh, we don't need them to do that.
They'll start a rival podcast, called...
Are we the assholes? It's like a response. Every episode is a response to our episode if we're assholes in it.
They dissect one comment on each of their stories.
Yeah.
An episode.
It's called Too Rich, Too Free podcast.
Too rich, too not.
Too white, too straight.
Too white, too straight. That's crazy.
Okay.
I'm ready to move on from the straight white now.
Okay.
Yeah. What's next?
I'm not sure how this one is gonna go. I just read the title. Am I the asshole for leaving my sleeping date at the theater?
Well, I'm sorry. Like,
The movie theater, or like as they're kicking him out of the Broadway house, you're like, I'm going to the stage door. I'll see you later. I'm getting their autograph. If it's like a movie and the ushers are coming in here, it's like I'm gonna go home now.
you can take this one out in the trash. It's okay.
Both are crazy. Okay, give us the context,
Okay.
and then I want to hear what Joey has to say.
Joey specifically. Hey y'all. Went on a date with a guy I really hit off via text. hit it off with via text. Everything went well. We were very attracted to each other and spent a day or two texting before meeting up. After work today, we decided to have a first date. Mind you, we are both 28M and 30F. It doesn't specify which one is which, but the fact that...
She left her date with the man.
Yeah,
so I think
yeah. She's 30 woman, and he's 28 man. Okay.
We have, like, adults.
Yes. Got there.
This is so much better.
Got there, and he was already 3 drinks deep. I decide to catch a drink or two to catch up, ease off the nerves. He also decides to keep drinking, and occasionally snatches up my shots. I never finish at once, usually sip to finish them. In person, conversation is less imaginative. We start talking, and he starts the combo by telling me how much he hates short hair on women. Mine is shortish, but I pull it off. Then he goes to look for a photo of something. As he is scrolling through his gallery, he mentions he has pictures/videos of A, his junk, B, his having sex with other women, C, his threesomes with his ex. He asked me if I've ever been in a threesome to preempt the above. D, he reveals his ex, who he insisted was just an ex-girlfriend up till now, was his ex-fiancé. E, his frat escapades and adventures. I must have visibly expressed my distaste. He picks it up a bit and apologizes for hurting my feelings. I reply, I find it tacky, especially considering he asked me out and expressed an intent to date for a serious relationship, and in his words, was past that part of his life. We leave, and he doesn't want to part ways. Wants to make it up to me. We go to another spot. He orders 6 beer flights and downs 4 by himself. Obnoxiously drunk and all over me. Suggestive, flirty, trying to kiss me. Asks if I want to go to the movies. Fine. I can forgive being drunk, though I'm slowly over it. In the theater, he lies to the ticket attendant, sneaks us in. He's a fucking lawyer, mind you. He can afford it. Buys me snacks. Passes out 15 minutes into the movie. I'm well over it by this point. He had hinted several times how he wants to leave and hook up. I try to wake him up. No dice. Every time I try, he snores even louder, so I left him there. It was a terrible date and night. He called me when I got home an hour later to apologize, but also insist I'm an asshole. Called me fat, told me he had to drink to tolerate me, etc., and cussed me out. He says I'm insecure. I know he uses Reddit, and I don't care. Am I the asshole?
And this is why you date closer to your age.
It's 2 years different.
Yeah. Joey, what are you talking about?
What does that mean?
I mean,
I have a lot of opinions, so Joey, take it away.
I'm kind of just like in awe that first of all, I'm impressed she tunked it out as much as she did.
Yeah.
Like that is like
Immediately.
that is like truly. She also seems like she has a very good head on her shoulders and like could have left at any time. Like she could have been like, I don't like this, and left and like not cared.
Yeah.
So the fact that she like kept going with it, like good for her, good on her. Maybe not good for her, but good on her. Just 4 flights. He down 4 of the 6.
Yes, he ordered 6 flights and down 4 of the 6.
He ordered 6 flights to make it up to her.
And how many beers are in a flight? Like 4?
Yeah, that's what I was like. Is it one flight that there's 6 of them and he drank 4, or it's like?
Well, yeah, he's not downing 12 beers on his own.
That's-
after all their drinking. Or is he?
Yeah.
I was imagining like a root beer float, but with real beer.
No, a flight is like a selection of like
Oh.
different beer options they offer, and you get slightly smaller pint glasses. It's like so you can sample
Yeah.
typically specialty beers they have. You get a flight. They must have gotten a flight of 6, and he downed 4 of them, because there's no way he is downing 12 beers of the like 17 they order, which is crazy.
Truthfully, if I have to look at this, there's like two things I think she did wrong. One on the date. I guess she didn't know at the time, but it must have been a bad decision looking back at it. Two, girl, why are you sipping your shots?
That is not that is not the problem here.
Alright.
It's not the problem. Absolutely not.
I think her mistake was not walking out shortly into the start of the date. I think that was her mistake. Granted, it sounds like it ended pretty alright for her. She left without an altercation because the way he reacted over the phone makes me a little scared for the type of guy he is.
It's true. Part of like hearing how long this is going on is like I feel like there could be a part of her that's like, or not a part of her, but like this underlying feeling of like finding a safe exit rather than a hasty exit.
Exactly.
Which she very much found.
Yeah, when he's asleep, you just walk out. That's kind of like the best scenario you could be in.
This title was so like not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah, no, he fully deserved it, not the asshole.
Yeah, buried the lead there.
Thank God you escaped, is my response.
So, okay, update. It's been a day.
Wait, hold on. There's an update, and also, what did you think?
Okay. So, obviously, not the asshole. I'm concerned that you even have to ask if you're the asshole in this situation. And
the fat comment, the
shitty Cheerio.
One more, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, to Joey's point on like going on the date on the first place being a mistake, I did kind of have like a flag go off when she said that we really hit it off via text. Everything went well. We were very attracted to each other and spent a day or two texting before meeting up. I don't think that's enough to be like, yeah, we were like getting along so well. I mean, I know that it is tough out there for straight women on dating apps, and the bar is in hell, but I feel like she needs to have a little bit more of a vetting process.
I actually disagree. I think the time frame she gives, at least like in my opinion, I think that's enough. Like I feel like texting for 2 days. You said texting for 2 days, having good conversation. I think that's enough, and like being somewhat attracted to each other. I think that's enough to
agree to meet up.
First date. I think that's
the best.
Total like.
Granted, I am a straight white man, but
it also doesn't specify. Well, but I can even take this from like a few of my friends, a few of my girlfriends, a few of my friends who are girls, who have like used dating apps or whatever. Like, it is like the longer you talk, the less interest you kind of have. Like, and everybody's different.
It's the nature of dating apps.
Sometimes you need more to be reassured that it's safe, which is so fair and understandable. And then there are other people who, like, if you talk for too long, you miss your opportunity.
Yeah, that's true.
I think if she felt fine with it, I don't think there was anything wrong to meet her. My point of her not going on a date was a hindsight point. That was less of an actual, she should have not gone on a date originally. Yeah.
Okay, I just feel like from that sentence, or those two sentences, I felt she is seeing what she wants to see rather than taking it for what it is, which is like we had interesting conversations over text and I was very attracted to him. That's it. You know, it doesn't necessarily indicate that he's the right person for you. And so to read some of the comments,
before the update.
Yes. Someone said, He's an alcoholic. You did the only sane thing, except 3/4 of the date too late. And the OP
Yep, I agree
says,
with that fully.
I recognize this and dated an alcoholic in the past, have an alcoholic sister as well, so my tolerance for them is pretty high. And then, in response to someone else basically saying the same thing, she said, so to address this, because everyone's saying the same thing, I stuck it out because 1, got a high tolerance for assholes in suits. I work with a bunch of them. 2, we got along famously before this. Like texts all day and calls on the phone, everything in common from childhood interests to music tastes. He presented as what I was looking for on paper, and then did a total 180 in person. I guess I was waiting to see when that fake version of him was gonna arrive. And so, okay, I'm like...
That I even understand more why she was okay to go so soon.
Wait, what do you...
You gotta
Like-
protect your peace, son.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I understand where she's coming from of why she sat out the date for as long as she did, but, like, you have to protect your own peace. There comes a point you can't... Shit like this will continue to happen because
Yeah.
they can't be given this much rope.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
also understand why she was.
Because now he can go back to his friends and be like, oh, she left because I fell asleep in the movie. It's like, no, the rest of the day before that fucking sucked.
Mm.
You need to
Like-
accept that.
Who cares what he says to his friend?
I know, but like in a
That's not
situation
fair.
where that's going to be then become an echo chamber where none of them are going to learn the difference. And it is unfair for that responsibility to teach him that he sucks falls on this woman on her first date. She shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, but he's not gonna listen. Like, you're so right. You're so right.
He should be given the opportunity to listen because it's the only chance
Yeah.
he has to grow.
Yeah, I don't think she has to be the one to get him to grow, but I think for her to grow, she should have left earlier because it's basically communicating that, like, doing all of this
It's
is
not.
okay. And also, in another comment, she said, I felt like a complete jerk for leaving him. I texted my sister and she said to dip, so I did. He said if the roles were reversed, I would be an asshole and I don't agree. So I'm like, okay, clearly you don't need to go on more dates. You should go to therapy and work out, like, why you think it's acceptable for yourself to be treated this way. You know, you mentioned in the past that you were with someone who abused alcohol. Your sister is also an alcoholic. And so it seems like it's very normalized. Also, your work environment, you said you work with a bunch of assholes in suits. I think that, you know, one day she has to realize that because I kind of understand her. I understand, you know, like, making this post and being like, so this crazy thing happened to me. That's crazy, right? Like, why do these things keep happening to me?
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't leave sooner, but, like, part of you is attracted to this in some way. You're attracted to someone disrespecting you because you don't feel like you deserve to be respected. And
Whether conscious or subconscious.
yeah, I mean, probably definitely subconscious because she doesn't know why she didn't leave earlier. But yeah, someday she has to realize that if she wants to, like, start getting treated better. And it sucks that, you know, people can't just all be great people. But unfortunately, when, like Andy said, when you give people space to act this way, then bad people are going to take it.
They're gonna take it. Yeah, I think in the end we can all easily agree she is not the asshole.
Not by a long
And the update is,
shot. Yes, what is the update?
it's been a day. I had him blocked. He's now messaging me on a new number and told me his dad died yesterday. Like, that's somehow on me. And just more insults about how I'm a loser who blocks and acts like nothing happened. So I did block him, but I guess he had to make his peace known again at 2 a.m. No!
No.
It's not making his piece known. Like,
You know, so,
it's harassing you.
I'm so sorry for that. Okay, that doesn't excuse anything. Like,
If
you,
true, sorry.
that also
man.
doesn't. That's not information I need to know. Like, that's not information she needs to know. She does not like.
It's a manipulation, or at
Yeah.
least a guilt tactic.
Yeah.
Especially, what if she finds out that that was wrong? Like, that wasn't even true.
He's not thinking that
That's
far.
even like
He's
that was
just
unnecessary.
being fucking.
that's it's giving like I know I was wrong, but I need to tell you why I was wrong. And like she doesn't need to know why you were wrong. You knowing you're wrong, and you move on. That's it. Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe this guy and the first guy should meet. Actually, I take it back. I think they.
I don't think this guy should be allowed near people.
No, but I think they get along really well.
Except
It's like
his
my girlfriend
therapist.
Yes.
didn't want me to
This
say
guy
French.
should
Like, I
see
felt
that.
so cringe about it.
He needs.
And he'll say 12 beers in. Yeah, I get you, man.
I gotta get my father done.
My dad's dead.
Oh my
You
god.
should say that to his therapist.
Did you say Berger liked it?
Oh my god, Joey. And on that note, why don't people start lowering the prices of mocktails? Because it sucks that it's somewhat normalized in New York City right now to charge $12 to $15 for a mocktail. It's just juice.
Yeah,
Bro,
the
Jews
thing
should-
that makes it expensive is the part you're taking out.
We
Yeah.
Yesterday, we were at a hot pot place. $8
Yeah.
for the alcoholic, $6 for the regular.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that should be like $4, the same price as the Coke. Like one of our other people paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should not be $2 less for 80% of the same drink, and not the expensive part of the drink.
Yeah, the part that triples the price of the drink is the part I'm asking you to leave out. So, give me a third of the price.
Yes, exactly. And like I feel it's kind of manipulative because they know that the people who want to get mocktails are adults because they don't want to, for whatever reason they don't want to drink, but they also don't want to feel weird and not have like a drink in their hand. And
I feel like the only time
so
I've
they're
ever
like, we
seen it-
can charge.
Yeah. I feel like the only time I've ever seen it, like, truthfully, like, pretty differential was, like, pina coladas, like, strawberry daiquiris, like, those kind of things. Those, I feel like, 9 times out of 10 are, like, $15-ish, maybe, like, $10 for, like, an alcoholic one. Then it drops, like, half the price to, like a $5 or $6, like, drink. Which, like, at that point, paying $5 to $6 for, like, a smoothie type of drink,
Yeah.
that's understandable.
That's worth
at a
it.
restaurant, at a bar, I understand. And then adding, like, the little amount for the liquor, I understand that part. That's the only drink I feel like half the time, at least when the places I go that have those kinds of drinks, are usually, like, fairly priced for the non-alcoholic alcoholic versions. But, like, if I'm gonna get a rum and Coke and pay, like, $10 for it,
Mm-hmm.
if I get the Coke, I'm paying $3 for that. I'm not paying $8
You get
for
more
the Coke.
Coke than you would get in the rum and Coke.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas, like, if I get, like I don't know, like, I don't know what's a good example. I feel like a Long Island iced tea isn't a good example, but that was what I came
No, because that's all liquor.
That is all alcohol. Like, if I get, I don't know, like, a mojito that has some fruit juice, like, from, like, a passion fruit alcoholic drink, and then I get the passion fruit non-alcoholic equivalent, it's still going to be close enough to the same price because the preparation is the same or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing. I understand the price being up because preparation, like I need to put all this stuff in the blender.
Yeah,
and-
but it
Going off
like
of a Coke being free, it should be like $1 or $2 more. It shouldn't really be more than that.
Yeah.
yeah, it like cuz I feel like some of the prices you mentioned maybe are like, I don't know, Long Island prices, but like in Manhattan, there's places where like drinks are like $20 to $25 for one cocktail,
Yes.
and then
Yep.
the mocktail is gonna be $21. You know?
Especially places that have a two-drink minimum or something of that variety, and they're like, oh, you don't have to get the alcohol, you can get the regular, and it's like, so instead of paying 20, I'll pay 19.
Yeah. No,
Wow.
literally.
You're so considerate.
And then at that point, I'm like, well, I might as well just get the alcohol, because then I feel like a chump for paying $20 for some fucking juice. I might as well get the alcohol.
Pina colada.
Yeah, even though I don't want to drink alcohol right now, like, I might as well, because
I might
yeah.
as well become that guy. I might as well get my flight of beers.
Gotta get the 6 flights ready.
You're just forcing me to get my 17 beers.
Absolutely, it sucks. I'd
At that
get
point,
chump if I
you
didn't.
need 4 flights.
Alright.
But you kind of cook so hard on this one. Like, that's so... I feel like it's also not just for, like, New York. That's, like... I think this is probably an anywhere thing. Most places, especially in the U.S., they just overcharge for alcohol and overcharge for the non-alcoholic version of itself. Whereas, like, non-alcoholic drinks tend to not be expensive. But it's very much a different vibe.
Yeah.
Getting, like, the mocktail version of a cocktail.
Yeah, and you notice because, like, at places that don't serve any alcohol, their, like, mixed non-alcoholic drinks are, like, $6, you know? Like,
Yup. The same stuff is like a fraction of the price.
yeah. Okay, alright. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, tell us good luck on our performances.
Yeah. Go break someone else's leg.
Bye!